Hello students, welcome to my channel Economics at a Glance. Today in this video we will study LDMU, that is Law of Diminishing Marginal Utility. Before moving to the video, don't forget to like and subscribe my video and press the bell icon so that you can get all the subsequent videos once it got uploaded. So let's get started. Before we will move to LDMU, let's just give a brief look on the consumer equilibrium. Then we will move to LDMU. So what is consumer equilibrium? It is the point where the consumer using the minimum budget will get maximum satisfaction. Remember, equilibrium is a point where we are using minimum budget to get maximum satisfaction. Well, it is also called as point of balance. Why balance? Because here is the point where we are getting maximum profit and minimum loss. See, our profit is maximized and loss is minimized. Isn't it a balanced position? This is called consumer equilibrium. Here there are two cases. First, exactly when there is one commodity and when there is two or more commodity. When there is one commodity, we will use LDMU. When there are two or more commodity, we will use LEMU, that is Law of Equimarginal Utility. So today we will discuss Law of Diminishing Marginal Utility. So when we are going for any law of in economics, basically we will cover 5 things. First, what is the definition of that law? What assumptions are taken? What are the schedule? What are the graphical explanations and the limitations? So what is the definition? LDMU, it is also called as Gauss's first law. According to him, more a commodity that an individual possesses, the less is the utility that it derived from it. That means one utility, the more and more we have, the less and less satisfaction we will get it. Okay. Another scientist, that is Alfred Marcel, he told that additional benefit a person derives from a given increase of his stock of any commodity diminishes with the growth of stock he has. Okay. Well, here I can say you need not to mug up this definition. Simply you have to remember what is marginal utility. Marginal utility means additional utility derived when you go for consumption of an extra unit of commodity. And here when you go for consuming one commodity again and again, that additional utility derived goes on diminishing. That is what called law of diminishing marginal utility. Next, assumptions. First assumption is rationality. That means the consumer should be rational. He should know which one to choose, which one not to choose, how to make profit. Then homogeneous commodity. Only one commodity you will consume. Then continuous consumption. That one commodity you will continuously consume. Then your income, taste and preference should not change throughout the period of time. And lastly, marginal utility of money must be constant. If these 5 assumptions will be held, then we can move to law of diminishing marginal utility. Okay, here is an example. Suppose you are very thirsty. I have given you 1 glass of water. With the first glass of water, you are satisfied by 20 utils. Okay, because you are very thirsty, so you have satisfaction 20 utils. With the second glass of water, your total utility increases to 32. Then with the third glass of water, it increases to 40 to 42. But see, at the time of 5th glass, your total utility is not increasing. It got saturated, still 42. That means it is the point where you should stop. You should not move on consuming more and more. Okay. Let's see the marginal utility. See, what is marginal utility? Total utility of nth unit minus total utility of n minus 1th unit. So previously there is no total utility, so 20 minus 0, 20. For the second glass, 32 minus 20, that is 12. Then for the third glass, 40 minus 32, that is 8. For the fourth glass, 42 minus 40, that is 2. But in the 5th glass, see, marginal utility is 0. That means the point at which total utility is maximum, marginal utility is 0. That is the point where the consumer should stop, because it is the point of satisfaction. If you move on further, it will only provide you dissatisfaction. See, in the 6th unit, if I will force you to drink another glass of water, you will take it, but the total utility here declines. And what happens? Marginal utility becomes negative. See, in this graph, I have already told you, for the first unit, marginal utility 20. For the second unit, it is 12. For the third unit, it is 8. For the fourth unit, it is 2. And for the fifth unit, it is 0. That means here the consumer should stop. Well, the first marginal utility, you can say it is initial utility, and the marginal utility is diminishing throughout the period. And at the fifth glass it got 0. That means it indicates we should not consume more water now. If we will consume, then it will be marginal utility will be negative. That will provide dissatisfaction. Well, it is the same curve using both total utility curve and marginal utility curve. See, when we consuming one commodity more and more, the total utility will increase, but at certain point it will be maximum, where the marginal utility will be 0. Okay, after that the area will be provide negative utility. So we should stop at the point of 0 utility. So what are the limitations here? Intoxicants. The people with a habit of smoking, drinking, drug addiction. So these are the people where if you will give more and more amount of this intoxication, they will be more happy. Their marginal utility will not be diminishing. It will be increasing. Okay, next is rare collection. We all know that some people have habit of collecting some rare coins, rare stamps. So the much they will get, they will be more happy. So in this case, marginal utility will be increasing and increasing. Last one is marginal utility of money is not constant. As I have already mentioned in my previous video, for the poor people it will be more, but for the rich people it will be less. So basically it depends upon one's frame of mind. So this is all about LDMU, the definition, assumptions, schedule, graphical explanations and limitations. In next video, I'll explain LEMU. If you want to know about LEMU, be with my video. Very soon, I'll come with my next video, that is LEMU. Well, thank you.